Deep within the Owl Mountains of Poland, a chilling whisper has echoed for generations. A tale of unimaginable wealth, desperate secrecy, and a train laden with Nazi treasure, supposedly sealed forever within a forgotten tunnel. It's a story that blurs the lines between history and legend, captivating treasure hunters, historians, and an entire nation. What if, buried beneath layers of earth and time, one of the Third Reich's most prized secrets still awaits discovery? This isn't just a local myth. It's a global obsession, fueled by tantalizing clues and the enduring human fascination with the untold riches of war. As the Soviet Red Army relentlessly advanced from the east and the Western Allies closed in, Nazi Germany's defeat became inevitable. Faced with the collapse of their thousand-year Reich, Hitler's regime embarked on a desperate, clandestine operation, the systematic hiding and safeguarding of their ill-gotten gains. Gold, jewels, priceless artworks, and secret documents, accumulated through brutal conquest and plunder, were scattered across the crumbling empire. It was a frantic scramble to deny the victors their spoils, to preserve a hidden legacy, or perhaps to fund a future resurgence from the ashes of their devastating war machine. Deep beneath the tranquil surface of Poland's Owl Mountains lies the colossal, unfinished network known as Project Reese. Initiated in 1943, this monumental undertaking saw hundreds of kilometers of tunnels, bunkers, and vast underground halls carved out of solid rock. Built with the forced labor of concentration camp prisoners, Reese's true purpose remains a subject of intense debate. Was it a series of secret factories, an impregnable headquarters for Hitler, or a final refuge for the Reich's most valuable assets? The sheer scale of construction hints at a purpose far grander than mere air raid shelters, a network cloaked in profound secrecy. It was against this backdrop of frantic construction and collapsing fronts that the legend of the Gold Train truly took hold. Local lore, passed down through generations in the city of Walbrzych, speaks of a specialized armored train, loaded with treasure, entering a tunnel near the Ksayas castle, only to vanish without a trace. The tunnel, reputedly part of the Reese network, was then supposedly sealed with explosives, its entrance disguised and forgotten. What exactly was on board? The rumors varied wildly: gold, jewels, stolen art, or perhaps even advanced weaponry and secret documents that could reshape history, all disappearing into the mountain's maw. For over half a century, one man, Tadeusz Słowikowski, a retired miner from Walbrzych, kept the legend alive. Obsessed with finding the train, Słowikowski meticulously gathered testimonies from former German railway workers and Polish locals who remember the war. He pieced together accounts of a train arriving under heavy guard, workers ordered to build a spur line, and hushed conversations about sealed tunnels. His relentless search, often met with skepticism and ridicule, formed the bedrock of the modern hunt. He was the unsung historian of a story many wished to forget, a tireless guardian of a tantalizing secret. Decades of whispers turned into a roar in August 2015. Two men, Piotr Koper and Andreas Richter, treasure hunters with a history of searching the region, made a sensational announcement. Using ground-penetrating radar, they claimed to have discovered an armored train approximately 98 meters long, buried 9 meters beneath the surface near Walbrzych. The images, while blurry, appeared to show the distinct outline of carriages within a subterranean passage. Their declaration ignited a global media frenzy, resurrecting the legend from the realm of folklore into a tantalizing, undeniable possibility, sending shockwaves worldwide. The announcement sent shockwaves through Poland. Authorities, initially skeptical, were compelled to act under intense public pressure. The Polish military, mining specialists, and geological experts were dispatched to the suspected site. The government declared a protective zone, anticipating a potential influx of treasure hunters. For many, this wasn't just about gold. It was about reclaiming a piece of history, an acknowledgement of the immense suffering endured during the war, and perhaps a symbol of national triumph over a dark past. The world watched, eager for the next chapter in this unfolding, improbable mystery. After months of planning and speculation, the moment of truth arrived. Excavation work began, meticulously peeling back layers of earth, searching for the elusive tunnel entrance. Heavy machinery moved tons of soil, but each dig yielded more questions than answers. Geologists found natural rock formations and glacial deposits that mimic tunnel structures, raising doubts about the radar images. The initial euphoria slowly began to wane, replaced by a growing sense of frustration and the stark reality of the immense task at hand. The mountain was not giving up its secrets easily, clinging stubbornly to its hidden narrative. As the physical evidence remained elusive, the skeptics grew louder. Expert geologists argued that the ground-penetrating radar anomalies could easily be natural features, emphasizing the complex geology of the Owl Mountains. The possibility of the train being a modern construction or even a deliberate hoax was also debated. Without tangible proof, without a physical object to confirm the radar readings, the scientific community largely remained unconvinced. The tale, they argued, was more compelling than the evidence presented, a classic case of wishful thinking overriding empirical data. The truth, if it existed, was still hidden. Despite the lack of a definitive discovery, the speculation about the train's contents continued to mesmerize. If it truly held Nazi gold, estimates ranged into the hundreds of millions, potentially billions of dollars. Beyond monetary value, there was the allure of lost art, historical documents, or even forbidden technologies that could rewrite our understanding of World War II. The potential bounty fueled the persistent dreams of discovery, reminding us that some mysteries are less about what is found and more about what we hope to find, the profound historical significance and the untold stories that these treasures might hold. Today, the Nazi gold train of Walbrzych remains an enigma. While no definitive proof has emerged, the legend continues to captivate, drawing tourists and armchair adventurers alike to the Owl Mountains. It's a powerful reminder of how history can morph into folklore, how desperation can breed secrets, and how the allure of the unknown can persist through generations. Whether the train is a historical reality or a figment of war-torn imaginations, its story serves as a poignant echo from one of humanity's darkest chapters, waiting patiently for its truth to be unearthed, or perhaps to forever remain a ghost in the mountains, a whispered tale. The Nazi gold train, whether fact or fiction, stands as a testament to the enduring power of wartime secrets and the human desire for discovery. It's a story that transcends a simple treasure hunt, delving into the very heart of historical trauma and the lingering shadows of a brutal regime. Even if the train itself remains buried in the realm of myth, its legend has carved a permanent place in the annals of untold history, a ghostly whisper forever echoing through the Polish mountains, reminding us that sometimes the greatest treasures are not what we find, but the compelling stories that continue to live on, urging us to look deeper into the past.